Hello, today I'd like to teach you how to use the Define Projection tool in the ArcMap software. ArcMap is an application within the ArcGIS suite made by a company called Esri. And the Define Projection tool is one of those tools that everybody needs to know how to use, but we sometimes forget where it is and how to go about it. So I am going to show you how to do that right now. So first of all, I'm going to add my shapefile that does not have a projection defined, and this is the lower 48. Right away you see here you get a little error message that says the following data sources you added are missing spatial reference information and cannot be projected. Okay, well we're going to take care of that, so I'm going to hit OK here. And it does end up just putting it on the map, but it doesn't really know where it is in the grand scheme of things. So I'm going to take my Arc Toolbox menu here and going to find my Define Projection tool. It's located under the Projections and Transformations toolbox. And if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see it second from the bottom, Define Projection. Once I click this, you'll notice right away that you get a little message here on the right-hand side. This gives you an overview of what this tool does, and it says it overwrites the coordinate system information stored with the dataset. You only want to use this tool for a dataset that has an unknown or incorrect coordinate system defined. And as we just mentioned, this particular file, and let me go back to this and show you the properties here, you'll see that it will tell us, oops, sorry about that, it will tell us that it in fact does not have a coordinate system defined. So if I go to properties and the source, you see that it says undefined. And then again, in this case, it's appropriate to use the Define Projection tool. So let's go back, Define Projection. We're good here. If you want to hide the help menu, you can always turn that off. It's just nice to have open in case you just want to double check that you're doing things correctly. So the input data set is the one that I have loaded in my map document. Because it's already loaded in my ArcMap document, I should just be able to click this drop down arrow and it will be the one that shows up here. If you don't have it loaded yet, you'll just have to search for it by clicking on the yellow folder here and navigating to the location of the file itself. You don't necessarily have to have it loaded in the ArcMap document to use this tool, so either way is fine. I'm going to go ahead and click that. Again, it says unknown. Now, how do I know what to use here? Well, originally this file, I know for a fact from the metadata, was created using just the GCS coordinate, just the geographic coordinate system based on the NAD 83 datum. And again, I know that from the metadata. You shouldn't just guess here. You should definitely be 100% sure what the coordinate system was that this file was made with. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the little tool here. And I have it listed as a favorite, but if you're not sure where this one is, you can always just search for it under the Geographic Coordinate Systems folder or type up here to search. I'm going to scroll down here a little bit and go to my North America, since it's based on the NAD 83 datum. And if I scroll down here a little bit, you'll find the one you want. And in this case, it's just the plain one made with the GRS 1980 spheroid, which I know again from the metadata. I'm going to hit OK here. You'll see now that I have my file name listed and my coordinate system that it's supposed to be. I'm going to hit OK here. And it doesn't look like anything's happening at this particular moment, but if you wait for just a second, you'll notice in the bottom right hand corner here we'll get a green check mark that says this has been completed. The green check mark is a good thing. If I now go to the properties of this file, again the source tab, we'll see that rather than saying undefined, it now says Geographic Coordinate System North America 1983. So this is how you use the Define Projection tool. Again, this is only to be used when you have a file where the projection file is not attached to the shapefile and it says undefined for the source information of that file. Now, if you want to go ahead and actually project the data, which of course would be a great idea, you can just go right back into the Arc Toolbox, find your project tool, and choose something appropriate like a equal area if you're making a thematic map or whatever type of projection you prefer. And that is how we go about using the Define Projection tool in the ArcMap